Okay, my bad. Mafia boss John Gotti, aka Teflon Don, sentenced to life. 1992, on this day in history. Motherfucking John Gotti, dude. John Gotti. He was a fucking like mobster kid. He was like, I fucking run the block, dude. I'm fucking made of Teflon, kid. They fucking call me the Teflon Don, dude. Teflon the Don.
That suit looked like he got like an extra large.
An extra large? Oh, Teflon? Yeah.
He was an informant, though, just like
After escaping unscathed from several trials during the 1980s, is sentenced to life in prison after being found guilty on 14 counts of conspiracy to commit murder and racketeering. Moments after his sentence was read in a federal courthouse in Brooklyn, hundreds of Gotti supporters stormed the building and overturned and smashed cars before being forced back by police reinforcements. Gotti, born and educated in New York City, became head of the powerful Gambino family after Paul Castellano was murdered outside the steakhouse in Manhattan in December 1985. The gang assassination, the first in 3 decades in New York, was organized by Gotti and his colleague Sammy the Bull Gravano. The Gambino family was known for its illegal narcotics operation, gambling activities, and car theft. During the next 5 years, Gotti rapidly expanded his criminal empire, and his family grew into the nation's most powerful mafia family. Despite wide publicity of his criminal activities, Gotti managed to avoid conviction several times, usually through witness intimidation. In 1990, however, he was indicted for conspiracy to commit murder in the death of Paul Castellano, and Gravano agreed to testify against him in a federal district court in exchange for a reduced prison sentence. Fucking Sammy the Bull. He fucking ratted, bro. He fucking ratted, kid.
Well, he ratted because fucking Gotti was an informant. Anyway, they found out about it. So like he's been
informant.
Yeah, so if you're a federal informant, then fuck you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Honestly,
this is the best, right? That's why I said we didn't.
But yo, he died. Gotti died on my motherfucking birthday.
Of fucking throat cancer.
Yeah.
June 10, 2002, dude. While still in prison. June 23rd was sentenced to multiple life terms with the possibility of parole, dude. Parole. Fucking Billy Bimches, dude. Billy Abysmal.
Oh man.
Haldeman encourages Nixon on tape to thwart FBI inquiry into Watergate. He fucking got caught, dude. He fucking wearing a wire. Tim Burton's Batman. No, I'm Batman. Was released. Yeah. The noir spin on the well-known story of the DC Comics hero Batman was released in theaters.
This is a good this day in history.
Yeah, it's fire, bro. Hold on, I'm just getting some Nixon. Oh wait, Lorena Bobbet.
Nuh-uh.
Yep, maims her husband with a kitchen knife.
All that shit happened,
bro.
Yo, the craziest shit happened on this day in history, yo. And we were alive for all of it except the Babe Ruth shit.
Look,
this is crazy.
Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972 was enacted into law. Title IX prohibits federally funded educational institutions.
Hold up. Don't just skip past the Lorena Bobbet, then click on them up because there's people that may not know about this.
Yeah. If you were younger, you don't know Lorena Bobbet.
Oh man.
Bro, listen to this. On June 23rd, 1993, Lorena Bobbet chops off the penis of a sleeping husband, John Wayne Bobbet. She bobbed it with a kitchen knife. She bobbed it with a kitchen knife and filleted his manhood. She flees from their home, tossing the severed organ from her car window as she drives away. Bleeding profusely, John had a friend drive him to Prince William Hospital in Manassas, Virginia. Meanwhile, police officers went searching for the severed penis. After speaking with Lorena, they found it in a field across from a 7-Eleven convenience store. They reportedly put it on ice from the store, wrapped it in a hot dog bag, a glizzy. They wrapped the glizzy in a hot dog bag and rushed it to the hospital. a team of surgeons managed to reattach. It's a 9.5-hour procedure. I thought they were going to say 9.5 inches.
A little fun fact real quick.
Uh-huh.
John Bobbet, the one who got his dick cut off, became a porn star after this years later.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Casey.
Yeah, bro, literally, she fucking threw his dick out the car window.
She did. She did.
And
And back then there was a rumor that it got thrown in someone's yard and their dog had it in their mouth, and that's how it was found.
Right.
That's how
A bird was like pecking at his dingus.
Oh man.
Bobbet would later demonstrate how.
Oh, Cole, who the fuck would marry that bitch after that?
I know, bro. Never. I would never. It said, look at this. Bobbet would later demonstrate how well he'd healed by appearing in several pornographic films.
Yeah.
Lorena Bobbet, then 24, an immigrant from Ecuador, alleged that her 26-year-old husband had raped her earlier that night and subjected her to years of abuse during their marriage. He was later tried for marital sexual assault, but acquitted by a jury of his peers. She was tried for malicious wounding and also found not guilty in her case by reason of insanity. She was committed to a psychiatric hospital for observation and released after 45 days. The couple's made for the tabloid saga would inspire countless newspapers, magazine articles, multiple television documentaries, and tasteless jokes for chuns like us to make on Unscripted Logic. The couple divorced in 1995 and became the fucking meme of the century.
Yeah.
The maiming of the century.
What year did that happen?
It is crazy, bro. What year?
Yeah, because it says the divorce.
93 is when it happened.
Yeah, and they didn't get divorced until 95.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. You chop my dick off and throw it out a window, we're getting divorced. Straight up. I'm not waiting 2 years to divorce you for that.
Oh, fuck. And then, someone fucking remarried this bitch. That's crazy. Oh, man.
It must have been good.
I would never.
Yeah.
Gamal Abdel Nasser elected for president of AJ. Okay, let's get Nixon Watergate. I am not a crook.
Watergate
I
too?
am not a crook. Yep.
Yo, what the fuck? June 23rd is a crazy day.
Uh-huh. And also, on this day, battles were booked by us and Yo-Yo. They're gonna look
yeah.
equal rights.
Imagine if they waited to bomb Iran till today.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just kidding, YouTube.
I'm going to
Oh no, she was an immigrant too. That's I didn't know that part.
Ecuadorian.
That's crazy.
Nixon's advisor, HR Holder.
I must have
the president to put pressure on the head of the FBI. Stay the hell out of this Watergate vulgarly investigation. In essence, Haldeman was telling Nixon to obstruct justice, which one of the articles of Congress threatened to impeach Nixon in 1974. He said, I am not a crook. In the audio tapes of the day's conversation in the Oval Office, Haldeman tells Nixon that the press and FBI investigators have come close to linking the men who had burglarized the Democratic National Committee headquarters in 1972. Housed in the Watergate building to the White House, they specifically mentioned funds diverted to the burglars, many of whom are Cuban, by members of Nixon's re-election committee. Nixon tells Haldeman to tell the FBI that the funds in question were intended for the CIA and concocted a story about covert plans regarding communists in Cuba. Don't lie to them, said Nixon, to the extent that they say there's no involvement on the part of the president, but just say this is sort of a comedy of errors, a bizarre fuck around. It was a scuttlefuck. And without getting into it, he said, spin a bit of yarn, make up a story, call it a fucking comedy. The tapes of the hour-and-a-half conversation between Nixon and Haldeman eventually brought down the Nixon administration, led to his resignation in August 1974, and they were considered the smoking gun, which proved Nixon's role in obstructing justice during the Watergate investigation. He is indeed a crook. He's indeed definitely a crook.
What a wild day. I guarantee you we're going to hear about something tomorrow that happened today that was crazy.
Oh, this dude crosses the Grand Canyon on a high wire.
Nice.
Thai soccer team becomes trapped in cave.
What the fuck?
Jeezums, Crobies. All right, that's the last one we'll do, I guess. So, 2018, on this day, it started as a fun after practice excursion on June 23rd, 2018. Ekapal Chantawong, a 25-year-old Thai youth soccer coach, takes his team, the Wild Boars, to explore a cave he'd visited before. He said, "Don't worry, boys, I've been here before." Intending to stay just about an hour. But when monsoon rains hit, they were then underground and cave's entrance floods, and the coach and his 12 players, ages 11 to 16, became trapped. The team would remain stuck on the ground for more than 2 weeks in what became a global media sensation. The advantage in the large thumb-long cave network was to be a quick one. The adventure. The team brought only a rope, flashlight, and some batteries. No extra water, no food, and no fucking magazines. When we went in and got stuck at that cave, at that moment, we saw the water. It's full of water. There's fucking water everywhere. The coach later told ABC News. I then volunteered to dive to find out if I could get through it or not. If I could go through, then everybody would be saved. So we used the rope that we brought with us. Unable to escape, the boys pulled their coach back quickly. Weeks passed before they were discovered and reached by rescuers. Starving and quickly running out of oxygen, the team survived by drinking fresh water that dripped from the cave stalactites and repeated the mantra, "Su Su," Thai for keep fighting, remain calm. The boys' search and rescue stole the global spotlight as an international group of cave diving experts led by the Thai Navy SEALs raced to evacuate them. British divers discovered the group about 2.5 miles inside the cave on July 2nd, 2018. An extremely dangerous effort. All the boys and the coach were rescued between July 8th and 10th. A volunteer diver and former Thai Navy SEAL, Saman Kunan, died July 6th when he ran out of oxygen underwater while attempting to deliver oxygen tank to the boys. Shout out to this Thai Navy SEAL hero, Saman Kunan. Okay, I think that about wraps it up for On This Day in Histories. You know?
What a fucking crazy day.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Title IX enacted too. That's Title IX prohibits federally funded educational institutions from discriminating against students or employees based on sex. Begins, no person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from the participation in and denied the benefits of, or subjected to discrimination under any education program activity receiving federal financial assistance. And that's Title IX, including athletics. So, very fitting.
It's showtime.
Very fitting that we will not be discriminating against the sexes on the ring. Equal rights. That's how you do a promo.
Right.
Segue.
Facts. On this day in history, we got equal rights card. Facts. Civil rights card.
Bro, look at this. Look at this, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, 2 timers, toes amputated is crazy. But yeah, Title IX, we don't discriminate against the sexes over here. They can get it too. They can get it too.
Damn. I feel like Pablo and Yo-Yo are definitely gonna win